Hey YouTube, I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about how the Sacremento Kings will be the next super team. Now, if you are new around here, you probably aren't too familiar with the series, or you might have found this channel off of this series, but I make this type of video for literally every single team. So yes, I know that it's the Kings, and there's a 0.0001% chance that this ever actually happens, but I make this type of video on every team, and I try to leave these type of teams for last. Like, I try to keep the already super teams for last, and the really bad teams second to last, and get all the teams that at least have potential. I get through all of them first. So yeah, I just have to, I'm kind of getting through every team. These are some of the last teams left, so I have to make a video on them. So yeah, but if you aren't familiar, just know I'm not some type of oblivious Kings fan or anything. I'm just making a video for this series. So without further ado, without running too much, let's get right into this video. Alright, so the first reason I have for this video is going to be all of their young talent. Now, what I mean by this is they have tons and tons of young talent, and they have a very, very bright future, assuming that all their young talent does develop. As they have last year's 5th overall pick, and De'Aaron Fox, who had a pretty good rookie year, nothing too great, but definitely not a bad one by any means. He was able to average 12 points per game, 4.3 assists per game, and 3 rebounds per game. And assuming that he keeps working and keeps developing like a lot of people are saying he is going to become a very, very nice starting point guard for them, maybe even a future all-star in this league. He definitely has all-star potential, a very high upside. He's pretty explosive, just smart with the ball in general, can score. He's going to end up being probably one of these fringe all-star level point guards, kind of like Eric Bledsoe, and I do think he's going to be a very, very nice rookie out of that draft. And then they have another young guy, third-year player, Buddy Hield. He came out of Oklahoma. He was a beast in college. He was a pretty old rookie. I'm pretty sure he was a senior in college when he got drafted, but he was still a very, very good college player, and he has improved every single year in the league. As I mean, from even just last year, not last year, but like 2 years ago, he was able to increase his averages by 3 points per game, 1 assist per game, and 1 rebounds per game. So I mean, that is very, very nice. But not only did he improve offensively, but he was also able to improve his defense, as he went from averaging almost no steals per game to at least averaging 1. So he is improving his defense a lot, as he came into the draft being pretty much nothing but offensive, like 3-point sharpshooter and offensive minded player. Now he's becoming a kind of 3-and-D type player, and that is very, very valuable to have. When you can have someone that spreads the court and plays defense, that's going to be very, very valuable to have. But then probably their biggest young guy right now that from this year's draft, the number 2 overall pick, Marvin Bagley. He has some of the biggest upside, and which is why the Kings picked him number 2 overall. I mean, he was a beast of a player, and I definitely do think he's going to bring that offensive firepower that this offense needs, as last year they were ranked the 2nd worst offensive team if efficiency ranking. They were a very bad offensive team, but I mean, I think Bagley's going to improve that a lot, as in college he was able to average 21 points per game, 11 rebounds per game, on 61% shooting from the field. So I mean, just look at that. He can shoot the ball very efficiently, he can score at the rim, he can shoot the 3 a little bit, he can score mid-range, he can do pretty much everything offensively, going along with grabbing you boards. That would be huge for them, as he will be able to serve as that very good not rim protector, but like rebounder that they do need. And that is among other young assets, like they have a lot of other young assets on this team that could end up developing into very good role players. So I mean, just look what they have. Buddy Hield, he's probably going to end up being a very, very good role player on this team eventually. De'Aaron Fox, he's probably going to develop to be a very nice starting point guard. And then Marvin Bagley has a potential superstar potential in this league. Now, my second reason for this video is going to be their offense is going to improve a lot. Now, like I said, last year their offense was ranked the 2nd worst in offensive efficiency last year, and you can just not succeed in this current NBA without an offense. Just look at all the best teams. Houston has a great offense. Golden State has a great offense. Oklahoma has a pretty good offense. Just all the elite of the elite teams have a very, very nice offense. Probably besides the Spurs, you have to have a good offensive team in order to be a very good team in this league. And I mean, that's just shown with all the best teams in the league. So I do think their offense is going to improve from that 2nd worst. As I mean, the addition of Marvin Bagley, a 20-point per game scorer out of college, he's going to help. But then with like players already on the team, Buddy Hield going to improve his points per game most likely. De'Aaron Fox, hopefully he doesn't get in that sophomore slump and can actually excel this year, secure that starting point guard spot, and show that he can definitely be a very, very nice starting point guard in this league next year. And then you also have veterans like Yogi Ferrell, Bogdanovich, and Zach Randolph. Now, they're not going to light it up. Obviously, they have already hit their ceilings being the veterans that they are, but they can still get you around 10 points per game, even more. I mean, Yogi Ferrell is going to be a decent point guard for them off their bench. Bogdanovich, he can score you about 5-7 points per game. And Zach Randolph, he's a very, very nice veteran to have, very scrappy, get the boards, do all the dirty work, and he might give you about 7, 8, 9, 10 points per game on any night, which is just very valuable to have when you have role players that are going to play consistent. Because Marvin Bagley in his rookie year, we don't know if he's going to be consistent or not and how good he's going to be. De'Aaron Fox, he's still young, he might not be that consistent. Buddy Hield, he's still fairly young, he might not be all that consistent. But out of these veterans, like Yogi Ferrell, Bogdanovich, and Zach Randolph, they're going to be efficient. You know what you're going to get out of them every night, barring any injuries, obviously. I mean, you just know what they're going to get. But now, before I end off this video, let's just recap what I've said so far. They're young talent. I mean, they have very, very nice young talent. As in the past 2 drafts, they had the 5th overall pick and the 2nd overall pick, and then I'm pretty sure Buddy Hield was like the 8th overall pick 3 years ago. So in the past 3 drafts, they have the 8th overall pick, the number 5 overall pick, and the number 2 overall pick. Those are very, very nice additions, and I mean, I think they have a very bright future with just all those picks. They're going to develop into be a very nice trio on that team. I really do think that, and just with all that upside, you are bound to have success in the future. Maybe not right now, but in the future for sure. And then obviously their offense is going to improve, because I mean, last year teams really didn't have to worry about them lighting you up from the floor because they just didn't have that much offensive firepower. De'Aaron Fox didn't have no one to play with. Buddy Hield, like De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield, pretty much all the offense they had. And besides that, I mean, 2 young guys, you can't rely on them to carry the offense, and that showed. But now with the addition of Marvin Bagley, maybe they'll take the pressure off Buddy Hield, get Buddy Hield some more open shots. De'Aaron Fox will be able to drive the lane more because they'll be focused on Marvin Bagley. But then them 2 are also going to be taking the pressure off of Marvin Bagley. So I mean, maybe they can all kind of complement each other's offensive game and improve the offense in general. But unfortunately, guys, I made this video. So comment below. Do you agree with me? Do you think the Sacramento Kings could be a future super team? Do you think their future is bright? Do you think it's not? How do you think Marvin Bagley is going to develop in De'Aaron Fox? Do you think Buddy Hield still has a chance to be a star in this league or no? I want to hear all your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. And like I said, if you like the video, put a like button and subscribe button. And I have to say thank y'all for all the support y'all been showing. We're at 800 and I think 85 or 86 subscribers. We're 15 subs away from 900. And I mean, I don't even care about 900. I mean, obviously I care about 900. That sounds really stupid. I care about 900. I care about all y'all. But I mean, I just want to get to 1,000. Once I get to 1,000, I want to get to 10,000. I want to keep going, keep grinding for y'all. I'm gonna keep grinding as long as y'all keep watching and loving the videos. Trust me, I love doing this and I love making videos for you guys. And as long as y'all love them, I'm gonna love doing it as well. But obviously, y'all are a huge reason I'm doing this. But I mean, God, I mean, I have to give all praise to Him. He's the reason I'm here. He's the reason I can do what I can do. He's the reason He put me in this position to be able to grind and put this in my heart to make it to where this is all I want to do. Motivate me and just make me want it as bad as I want it. And I mean, I'm living my life through Him. I'm doing what He put me on earth to do, and He is showing me that I'm making the right decision and that this is what I'm meant to do, bring happiness to y'all, entertain y'all, and just spread His word through these videos as well. So yeah, I mean, obviously all great praise to Him. Thanks for y'all support. And like I said, if you like, very important, like button and subscribe button. And I hope you have a blessed day, because I have a blessed day, so you need to have a blessed day. See you tomorrow's video. Goodbye, boo. Blah, blah, blah.